Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be finally reviewing a product that I've had for quite some time. I just haven't really gotten around to reviewing it with all the other stuff going on. So I'm glad I can finally sit down and just review it, an old-fashioned review of a new product, at least a new to me product, and that is the PUR Selfie eyeshadow palette. Now I know there's a couple different other like offshoots of this that they have. This one is one that I did recently receive in the Winter FabFitFun box. Now if you want to see all the other goodies I got there, because there were quite a few good things, I will link that video down below. But overall, I chose this palette out of a different selection of things I could have gone because I thought it was really pretty. It has a lot of really neutral colors into it. And oh, look at that packaging. Sorry, I'm trying to get like right in the glare. It's really pretty. It has like the confetti around it on the front, and on the back it does show you all of the shades. There are 9 shades in this, and I'm trying to see, I don't know if it's cruelty free or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and open her on up. And the inside, the palette looks like this. So again, it has the gold emboss, that's not a word, emboss print in here, and it has like the little gold and silver confetti around it. It's really pretty. And don't worry, I will zoom in when I actually get to the eyeshadow so you can actually see what I'm doing. I do have the little plastic on the inside, and then these are the shades inside. So again, really very pretty. My coloring is super off today. I feel like the shadows in here and the lighting is just very weird, so I'm sorry. But these are the shades. So you do have a few like kind of shimmery foiled shades, and then you do have a few matte shades as well, and you do have a nice size mirror here. This looks like a really good palette that'd be great to travel with if you want just kind of to be able to create some neutral looks, because it is nice, it's small, it's compact, it does have a nice mirror here, and yeah, they smell like chocolate, so what more could you ask for? This palette is cruelty free, it is gluten free, it is vegan friendly, and yeah. So I don't know how much this ordinarily costs. Again, I didn't pay for it individually because it came in that box, but PUR is a really nice brand, so they're kind of like in between on the higher end and drugstore. They're not really like crazy expensive, but they're not drugstore either. So I'm really excited. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. Make sure you guys subscribe before you go. Before I get into this, I do have a giveaway coming up once I hit 1,000 subscribers, which I am so close to, so make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win that as well. But without further ado, let's test this baby out. Okay, so obviously you guys are all zoomed in. I did go ahead and prime my eyes using my Smashbox Photo Finish eyeshadow primer. Let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? My brush is ready, so I'm not repeating that finger challenge. That was a mess, didn't get me very far, so we're not doing that again. First, I'm going to go in with PUR right here, which is just the lightest matte shade. It has a little bit of a peach undertone to it, but it's not too much, and I'm just going to dust that all over my eyelid to set the primer and help everything blend a little bit more smoothly. The smell of chocolate is almost like overwhelming in this palette. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good like chocolate scented makeup item like the palettes or lipsticks or what have you, but this is almost like overwhelmingly so. There is a good amount of fallout on here. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there is a good amount in the pan. There's a little bit, it's not like a crazy amount to where I would just not be like, okay, I just wasted my money, but it's there and it's noticeable. Next, I'm going to go right next door into Natural right here, which is just kind of a soft neutral brown, and I'm going to fluff that into my crease. These shades are slightly on the warm side. I know I said neutral, but it is more so warm than cool tones, so just, you know, Warm tones are very in right now. They're like, everybody wants a good warm tone, myself included. There's no shame in that, but I just want to know for anybody who wants a good cool tone, this may not be your palette. Then I'm going to go in with Strong right here, which has a little bit more of a red undertone to it, and I'm just going to pop that in the crease, but on just the corners of the eye. I'm just going to take a flat brush, spritz it with some Fix Plus, because up to this point I have only used matte shades and they're all pretty consistent in formula. I will say that there's fallout in each of them, but there's not a heck of a lot, just some. But their pigmentation is there and they are very blendable. So far I'm impressed with them, but I really want to play with the shimmer shades. So I'm gonna go in with Fabulous right here, which is this really pretty kind of cranberry shimmer shade. And I'm just going to pack that shade on with my brush. I'm going to apply it to the outer corners. I'm going to kind of go for a halo look, but I really want to try to get as much impact as possible. So I'm just going to pat it on there. I'm not going to smear it or spread it or anything like that. It's a really pretty shade actually. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand and go in with a separate flat brush. I'm just going to carve out that center to really create a high impact for the next shade I want to apply in the center of my eye. Then moving quickly because I want to do this while the concealer is still tacky, I'm going to go in with Charming right here, and I'm going to go ahead and just apply that with another, you guessed it, flat and wetted brush. And then to help blend both of those shimmer shades together, I'm going to go in with Alluring right here, because Charming was a little bit more of like a rose gold tone. This one is a good in between of the two. It has a little bit more of that berryness that Fabulous had. So I'm just going to use that to help blend those shades together and get rid of any harsh lines. Finally, I'm going to go back in with Strong down here with an angled brush, and I'm just going to pop that on my lower lash line. I will say, by the way, while I do this, that the shimmer shades definitely create a lot more fallout on my face. I don't know if you guys can see that. So there's a lot more fallout. That's not unheard of though. That's actually pretty normal, so I don't really mind that. They were pretty darn pigmented. I did go back in a little bit with Fabulous and use my pinky, because a lot of times if your brush isn't giving you the impact even wet that you want, using your fingers actually helps a lot, because it kind of, the heat and all of that and the oils from your fingers help activate the pigmentation. Overall, they were very pigmented all on their own. I just wanted a little bit more impact and to see, you know, what I could actually get the shades to do. I'm going to go back in with Charming though, and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner down and bring it down just a little bit, just add a little bit of shimmer and kind of help bring it all together. And with PUR, which was that light shade we originally used, so very lightly going to tap into that and just diffuse this line a little bit, because it's a little bit harsher than what I want it to be up top. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up all of this, finish up the other eye, and I will be right back with my final thoughts. So be right back. Okay, here you have it. This is the final look I created with this PUR Be Your Selfie palette. So overall, everything blended very nicely. Everything was pretty darn pigmented. The shimmers had a little bit of fallout on my face. Again, nothing unheard of. The mattes were a little bit dry. Each of the ones that I did try, each of them did have a little bit of fallout, were a little bit dusty, but nothing crazy. It wasn't like dry where it's chalky. But that's, and it's not unusual for mattes.